Hi. Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Um Sorry for the quality. I know that it sucks, but I am working on getting my camera, but I'm trying to save up for it or try to get this phone thing situated. Anyway, my son is asleep and I wanted to make this video. This video is about my anxiety and my depression. Um, I guess I'll first explain what I go through and how it has affected me, and maybe it'll help somebody, maybe not, maybe you're just nosy. I don't know, I don't care. Um, so recently, I've been on edge. Um, if you experience any of this, then you know how I'm feeling and what I'm talking about. But if not, then it can be useful information if you know somebody. But I guess the most recent anxiety attack, panic attack, they're the same thing, was when it was one night my husband was asleep next to me and my son was in his crib. I was sleeping, I was like 11 at night, and I could not fall asleep. And my mind started thinking really bad thoughts. And when you tell yourself, "Oh, don't think that," you're gonna think about it more. So that doesn't really help. But what I was thinking was, my husband and I, DJ and I, planned on going on a movie date and dinner, and he or I was sorry, I was looking over there. He fell asleep after we got done talking about what we were planning to do, and I just started thinking, what if somebody shoots up the movie theater when we're watching a movie? It's possible. This world's fucked up, and I got really scared. Well, what am I gonna do? Where would I go? And I started freaking out a little bit, and then I continued thinking bad thoughts. The next thing that I thought was, what if I'm at the grocery store and someone starts shooting it up? And I'm with Xavier, my son. Where will I hide? What will I do? All this stuff, how we're gonna live or not. And my heart started beating really fast. Like, I was actually there in the moment. I was sweating, my eyes were just wandering all over the place. My hands started shaking. It was like my body thought that I was there, that I was physically in that moment. And it was really hard for me to calm down. I knew I was perfectly fine. I mean, I was at home in my bed with my husband and child asleep. Like, I was perfectly fine, yet my body still thought that I was in danger, that I was going to die, that something bad was happening. So yeah, I started crying and I started hyperventilating, and I got to the point where I couldn't control my breathing and I couldn't breathe, like I was just out of breath. It was really, 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 really bad. I think that was one of the worst ones that I've gotten. I've gotten smaller ones and all this stuff. I'm always on edge. I was at the the gas station, and I was paying, with my card, and I noticed this guy behind me. I was at the pin pal, the whatever pin pad where you swipe your card. And I noticed this guy standing behind me, and my mind immediately, I'm like, this guy is going to rob me. He's gonna, hurt me or something. And he took a step forward, and, I was like, like, I said it out loud, and I was swiping my card, and the cashier was like, "Are you okay?" And then my hands started shaking and sweating, and all the guy did, he took one step forward, but he was going to the next register. But that's not what I was thinking. I thought he was gonna hurt me. And so I went back to the car and I told DJ, I was like, I just thought that I was gonna die, like he was gonna do something, and I couldn't calm myself down. That's one of the smaller incidents that have happened, but this really fucks with your head. You know, I know I'm okay. No, I'm not okay. I know I'm safe. But it's really hard to think that I'm not. And I get down. I don't want to do anything. I lose interest in things. You know, it's really hard to care for my son. He's 8 months. He needs me. And it's really hard to care for him when I'm not in a good mental state. And I get really down. I think really bad thoughts. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm not a good mother. This was just recently where I was driving to pick up DJ from work, and I thought to myself, I said, the whole 8 months that Xavier has been alive, I've not been in a good mental state. You know, for the first 3 months of his life, I had postpartum depression. And if you don't know what that is after you have a baby, some people get depression. Some women get depressed. And I went through that. It was not fun. And then after that, I get this anxiety. And I want to keep him safe, and I don't want anything bad to happen to him, or to me, or to DJ, or to my family. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. I mean, it's really hard, but I mean, I started going to counseling. I went one time. My next appointment's next week, but I feel like it's like not soon enough. Like, I want to get this fixed. And I was talking to my counselor, and he was saying that, you know, over the 12 weeks, it's a slow process. And there's a different type of counseling where it's right away. You know, the counseling that I went to last week is like for people who think they have problems. You know, I want to fix this, I want to fix that. But I went in saying, you know, I am not okay. I have a problem. I need to fix this now before I start going crazy. And he's like, okay, there's a different type of counseling that you need, and it involves with trauma and stuff. I've been through some pretty fucked up shit in my life. Yeah. And there's a lot of bad stuff that has happened to me that I feel like I never dealt with, and that plays a lot with my anxiety now and my depression. I realized I started getting a little bit depressed with my anxiety. I'm getting depressed because I have anxiety. I don't want to do anything. I want to stay home. It's really hard for me to go enjoy things, you know, and I don't want to do it. I just want to lay in bed and go to sleep. You know, it gets around 6 o'clock and I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for the day to be over, and I don't want to be awake. It was really hard for me to say that I don't want to be awake, because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, whereas, you know, I don't want to live, or, you know, I'm ready to die. I'm not ready to die. I'm scared to die. That is my biggest number one fear, is to die. But I'm ready to not be awake. I'm ready to go to bed and just end my day. And it's 5-6 o'clock. I haven't made dinner not once this week. And it really sucks. You know, I have a family to take care of. I have a house. And if I were to move this camera, I'll do it a little bit. My house is kind of a mess. Well, I guess not really, but I need to mop and sweep and clean my kitchen a little bit. Anyway, that's not the point. It's really hard for me to do things, and I just want you guys to know that mental illness is a real fucking thing. Like, I didn't think this was gonna happen to me. You know, I've heard of anxiety. A lot of people a lot of people say that they have it, well, before, and I was like, everybody says they have anxiety, blah blah blah. They're just asking for attention, and so annoying. And now that I have it, it's like, are you serious? Like, this is what they're talking about. This is what they go through. This is what they deal with, and I feel so bad. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. To feel like you're going to die, no thank you. Imagine you'll be scared as shit. I'm scared as shit. Anyway, I don't want to make this video even longer than it has to be, but I guess I've been planning on making a lot of videos, but I have no excuse. I have a camera. It's crappy as fuck, but I've been down. I'm just gonna put it like that. I've been down. Everybody sees it, but I'm trying to not be so down anymore. I'm trying to deal with this now, because before I didn't deal with it. I just let it happen. But I'm trying to deal with this now. I'm seeking counseling. I'm talking, and I'm trying to be better. A better mom, wife, daughter, person. This world's fucked up enough. I don't need it to be fucked up in here too. I guess that's all I'm gonna leave it to. But thank you guys for watching this much. I hope you guys made it this far, and if you did, I hope that some of you guys have, got information. And one tip I want to throw in before I end the video is, if you are having an anxiety attack, grab something cold in your hands. What I grab is a bag of frozen vegetables, and I start feeling it with my hands, and I start reading the labels, everything on the packaging, and it really brings your mind back, because your mind starts focusing on the cold in your hands, and you start reading, and eventually you will calm down. That's what works for me, and I just wanted to throw that tip in case one of you needs it, because God knows it helps me so many times. Again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. The next video will be with me and DJ, so I'll probably do it this weekend, but no promises. Okay, bye guys.